Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Shea Knipe. It's a beautiful morning here in Wayland, Michigan, and my pleasure to welcome you to this week's pastoral update. This morning's pastoral update, pretty simple. I do actually have a legit couple of updates as I walk around my neighborhood, but I really would like to talk to you today about what it might look like for you to live more like Jesus and to better love your neighbor. Those are two of the three things that are pretty integral to us at North Point as we think about what it means to love, live, and lead. So, how to live more like Christ. This coming week, we're offering three different things that you can plug into. The first is this. On Monday, and you may have noticed this in your newsletter already, but it bears repeating because I really like to encourage this. Beginning on Monday, Pastor Jason and I will be meeting live on Zoom with anyone who would like to pray with us. This might be you praying, but it could just be us praying for you and you bringing prayer requests. We would love to pray over you for whatever is going on in your life because we love you and we care about you. There'll be instructions in the newsletter on how to get plugged into the Zoom prayer meeting, okay? If you can't make it and would still like prayer requests, you can do that too. Just submit them to the North Point email address, hello@northpointchurch.net. Submit those requests, we'll get those, and we'll pray for them on Monday as well. That's the first thing. Prayer helps you live more like Jesus. Secondly, this coming Wednesday, I'm going to be getting a brand new weekly Bible study. It's actually a 6-week one that I think you'll find very interesting. It's called It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine. And what it's about, if you haven't figured out from the very clever title, and if you figured out where that came from, you are especially cool to me. Ha! But that is going to be a Bible study looking at what the Bible has to say about the end of time. Something that's being talked about now and then with everything going on. So I think it might be a very intriguing study for you. I think you'll like it. And this helps you live like Jesus too, because you're going to be spending time with him in his word. Each week has not only a video lesson from me that I filmed a couple years ago, but it also has selected scripture readings for you that you can read throughout the week as well. I think you'll really love it. So join us. That begins this Wednesday. It'll be posted at 10 a.m. Third thing you can do this week to help you live more like Jesus. Spend time with other believers. This coming Thursday, first I want you to know, we as pastors, Pastor Jason and I were just talking about this, we miss you guys like crazy. We are both lovers of people. We're people. And you are people, we are people, we miss you. We're going a little stir crazy not being able to connect with you. So we've made an opportunity for not only you to connect with us, but us to connect with you this coming Thursday. We're going to do it every week, right at noon, on Zoom as well. We call it Coffee with the Pastors. You don't got to bring coffee or a drink, but we'll probably have one. And it'll just be kind of a fun, informal time where we might just get some discussion going. For anybody who wants to come in, pop in, say hi. We would love for you to join us. The information for that, once again, in the newsletter. So take the time. If it's just Jason and I, we'll enjoy each other's company and crack some jokes. But we'd love for you to join us too, because like I said, we miss you. So live more like Christ this week. Lastly, how can you love your neighbors? This is a question I ask myself. It's difficult to do kind of in this stay at home, stay safe, quarantine thing, whatever you want to call. That's why I'm walking around my neighborhood. Pastor Jason inspired me a couple weeks ago with his pastoral update, the one where he was walking in the woods with his beautiful dogs. Remember that one? He was prayer walking. I said, I can do that. I can prayer walk. I live in a beautiful neighborhood here in Wayland, so blessed to be here. It's called the Galaxy Estates. Yes, you should be jealous. And it's such a great place. but I don't really know all my neighbors that well. But here's what I did. We have this little Facebook group, and I've never been on it before. My wife's on it, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post in the Facebook group that I'm going to commit to praying for every household in my neighborhood every single day. I'm going to walk through, and as I walk past your house, I'm going to pray for your house, going to pray for everybody in there, pray for blessing, pray for protection. And so that's what I've been doing. Good morning, neighbor. Not something you see every day, right?
That's fine. I don't want to interrupt you.
No problem. You could interrupt me anytime. So anyways, this is what I've been doing. I sent out a little thing and I said, this is where I am. If you have any prayer requests or anything that you'd like me to pray for, please do it. And I'll pray for you. The response has been really awesome. People have been so encouraged by it. I've gotten some direct message prayer requests from people. And people are really itching for stuff like this. And I've got to know my neighbors. I've met people, I number them by name. I can pray by name over certain households now. And it's a real joy to be able to show my love to my neighbors by showing them that Jesus cares for them. And Jesus can make a difference if I pray to them, for them, to Jesus. So anyways, I don't say this to be all braggy or anything, not at all. More I say, follow my example as I follow the example of Christ by loving my neighbor and loving my neighborhood. This is what I've figured out, something that I can do. What can you do? I bet there's lots of creative things that you could do for your neighbors or those directly around you or those in need in your community. I would love to hear some of those stories about what you are doing. So keep it up. Like I said, know that we love you and we miss you. And especially, I know Pastor Jason and I are looking forward to connecting with many of you next week. So until we're all back together, stay safe. And more importantly than that, continue to live like Christ. Continue to love your neighbor as well. So I got to finish my walk and I got to get to some praying. We'll see you later.